This week on 20 TV Insider, the Classical Academy looks to stay perfect on the pitch. Pine Creek girls soccer heads into conference play on a high note. Liberty girls lacrosse looks for their first win of the season against a district opponent. But first, Rampart looks to stay on top of the conference lacrosse standings. You're watching 20 TV Insider from Academy District 20 in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Hello and welcome to 20 TV Insider, your weekly look into events in Academy School District 20. I'm Brian German. Thanks for joining us today. Well, there's a clear line in the middle of the standings of the Southern Girls Lacrosse League, and the Rampart Rams are currently sitting above it. The Rams are one of 4 undefeated teams at the end of the first week of conference play. They look to stay that way against district rival Pine Creek on Monday night. And early in the first half, no score. Allie Poplar just pops up from behind the goal and scores. The Rams took a 1-0 lead. Poplar finished with a hat trick. Same score now. Pine Creek retaliates. The Eagles with a nice move in front, going top shelf to tie the score at 1 apiece. But then Rampart would take over the game from that point. They come back. This is Kelly Warmouth. With the goal in front, the Rams would take a 7-4 lead at the half. Then it was all Warmouth and the Rams in the second half. She scores the second of her game-high 4 goals. The Rams win it 12-7 to stay undefeated. Meanwhile, the Air Academy girls lacrosse team has been a goal-scoring machine on the season. At 2-0 in conference play, heading into Monday night's matchup against Liberty, the Cadettes were averaging more than 20 goals per game in the Southern Girls Lacrosse League. They look to stay undefeated and rack up even more goals against the Lancers, and it would come relatively easy. Early in the first, no score. Taylor Christensen to freshman Jessica Fox. She scores 1 of 3 on the day for Fox. Then still in the first, the Cadettes Libby Miller to Maddie Jahelka in front for the goal. Cadettes starting to run away early. Then later in the first half, all Cadettes, Kennedy Jamison doing all the work, finding Anna Sawyer wide open on the right side. She scores. She also had a hat trick on the day. Near the end of the first, Audrey Thompson on the penalty gets it to go. 13 different players scored for Air Academy. The Cadettes win 23-1 and improve to 3-0 in conference play. The Classical Academy girls soccer team is hoping to pick up where the boys team left off. With an undefeated record, the Lady Titans have racked up 47 goals and given up just 3 on their way to a 9-0 record. They hosted Mesa Ridge this weekend in a big 4A Colorado Springs Metro League matchup. Mesa Ridge gets on the board first. Ashley Bangara off the corner kick makes it 1-0 Grizzlies. They were looking for the upset, but the Titans would respond. Hannah Burgo, remember the name. Nice long shot, just pushes it past the goalie, and we are tied at 1. Then just a few minutes later, Burgo again. She has some incredible moves. Watch this one. The goalie comes out to try to pick her off. Nothing doing. Burgo puts it home. She finished with a hat trick. The Titans led 4-1 at the half, and then in the second half, Burgo does it again, this time the assist to Natalie Reese. Watch this beautiful piece of work here. She moves everyone out of the way for Reese to score. Titans running away with it, up 6-1, and then Burgo will do it again. She crosses to Allison Smith, who finds Ashlyn Register, who will register one more point on the Titans side of the scoreboard. The Titans win it 8-1 to stay undefeated on the season. Well, the Pine Creek girls soccer team had a good showing in non-conference play, going 7-2 and scoring more than 5 goals per game. They hosted Durango in a final game before conference play would start. In the first half, it was nice passing. Natasha Weiner finds Rianne Parker right in front, gets it by the goalie. Eagles up 1-0, and they're celebrating at Pine Creek. Then later in the first, it would be Parker with the nice crossing pass. Look at this nice touch pass to Caitlin Cornell for the goal. Again, just getting it by the goalie. 2-0 Eagles at the half. They were running away with it. Second half, Haley Jordan keeping the nets clean. Good job in the nets for the Eagles. She kept the shutout alive. And later in the second half, the Eagles' Peyton Smelker crosses Kylie Kapusco. The beautiful touch pass to Erin Doyle, who puts it home. The Eagles win 4-0 and enter conference play on a 5-game winning streak. Well, the Discovery Canyon girls soccer team has been up and down in conference play. They started with a 4-1 loss, but then picked up a 4-0 win. Monday night, they hosted Cheyenne Mountain, who had yet to give up a goal in conference play. The Indians always tough. And in the first, it's the Indians getting on the board. Lauren Jones scoring. Cheyenne Mountain was up 1-0. But later in the first, DCC's Madeline Angel with the through ball, puts it just wide. It was still 1-0 Indians. And then the Thunder's Murphy Smalley came up huge during this game. She made 13 saves against the Indians, but it was not enough. In the second half, Cheyenne Mountain's Hannah Gurdon launches a shot off a foul, catches Smalley off guard, and the Indians win 2-0. The Thunder fall to 1-2 in conference play. Well, we are well underway with our spring sports broadcast schedule. We have 2 more broadcasts coming up next week. On Tuesday, April 21st, we'll be at District 20 Stadium where the Liberty girls soccer team hosts Rampart. Then 2 days later, we're back for another in-district matchup as the Lancers soccer team plays host to Pine Creek. Both games get underway at 7 p.m. and you can watch live on our website at asd20.org/20TV Sports. Well, if you have ideas or topics that you would like us to cover here, give us a call at 719-234-1780, or you can send us an email at 20tv@asd20.org. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time on 20TV Insider.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.